there was just a period where it was a similar thing with James. Like it would really take like quite a while after the fact for some time to like actually process the fact that that had gone down the way it had, and that kind of just improved over time with just the practice together, and particularly with me bringing the reflection when he couldn't see it.
That's the hard part.
Hey, I see you.
I had to trust her more than my perceptions because
for a time.
That's confusing.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like that right there is whatever is in you that's like not wanting to let go into the trust and into listening to the reflection. And if you really cross that threshold, there'll be a series of things that you find are there underneath. Like what, like really why do you really not want to go there? And then you go there and it's like, here's like the history with all the women and stuff. And this is exactly why this is a really challenging movement for men, because it shows up as like on the surface level, I'm losing my sovereignty.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm losing my independence. Or because in a way he is, it's like I'm actually going deeper into the trust of like how it shows up as the woman bringing forth the unconscious, at least for some period of time. Like, I mean, that still goes on here, but there's a lot less than it was, let's say, or James is very like quick to listen to the feminine in him now with more things where that the pathway is just there because we've practiced the pathway together. And so, yeah.
It's like the thing that really helped me was I had to know what she is within me so that I could focus more on that rather than what I had believed her to be, which is all of the bullshit, basically, all of the distortion. And then and that's why the belly is really helpful, because that for me was where she opened in a way that kind of colored or revealed the feminine in a way that I hadn't ever seen. And that actually really changed all the other stuff, because I knew deep down that she wasn't out to get me and she wasn't going to lie to me. She was going to be honest, and she was there to help me. Yeah.
But the nervous system has to learn that, even though, you know, at one level you might know that Andrea is like actually pretty solid. It's like there's all these places in the body and in the psyche that are like playing out like can't trust woman, or like can't rest into the woman here. And then the way the woman shows up when that's going on is that she's like, oi, you know, like, and you know, you think of that idea of that, like, okay, consciousness turning away from the feminine, where it's this like benevolent womb energy, but like as you twist away, like to the degree that you twist away, she like appears as this like scary dragon that wants to like devour you. It's like directly proportionate to. It's
like when you're in it, it's yeah. And then when you leave it, it's like you really know. Like that seems to be like that's a good one.
And so those like kind of three main movements were like the dominant responses for quite some time. Whenever there was like here's another like pocket. Yeah, and as I say, it's like not so much now. Or if I go, hey, this is here, it's just like it can be done. But that's the building of the trust, and what can be touched on the other side of that is like actually for you, yeah, there's like a fear or whatever shows up there, or a resistance, or my sovereignty, or can't trust her. But actually, what's on the other side of that is relief for you, actually.
Yeah, because I mean, trust is a really difficult one. I mean,
and just to own that and see like, yeah, okay, like I can see that trust and like falling into the palm of Andrea in this case, there's a challenge there, and it's actually not a problem that there's a challenge there. It's totally like an initiation that every person, and then especially men with the woman, goes through. It's totally part of that movement, but so that you can acknowledge it and like work with it a little more deliberately.